A man convicted of cold-blooded murder. Locked away in one of America's most secure prisons. He wasn't supposed to see daylight again. Ever. But in 1992, he escaped. And in 2006, he did it again. This is the unbelievable true story of Richard Lee McNair, the convicted killer who escaped prison not once, but twice, leaving law enforcement stunned, and the public asking, how is this even possible in the United States? He was born in 1958 in Oklahoma but raised in North Dakota. From the outside, he was just an ordinary man, military service, a steady job, and a quiet demeanor. But in 1987, everything changed. During a botched robbery in Minot, North Dakota, McNair shot and killed a man named Jerry Thies, a truck driver, and seriously wounded another. He was arrested, charged with murder, attempted murder, and burglary, and sentenced to 2 life terms plus 30 years. To the state, McNair was now a lifelong inmate. But to McNair, he saw it as a puzzle. A challenge. And he wasn't going to stay locked up forever. 1992, North Dakota State Penitentiary. Just 5 years into his sentence, McNair made his first move. He loosened an air vent in the prison gym and slipped out. Wearing civilian clothes he had stashed away, he scaled fences and ran across the open yard in broad daylight. But his freedom was short-lived. Police captured him just hours later, hiding under a bush near a local train station. This escape attempt shocked prison officials, not because he tried, but because he nearly succeeded. So, McNair was transferred to a higher security facility in Louisiana. He kept his head down, played by the rules. But all the while, he was watching, planning, and learning. April 5, 2006, U.S. Penitentiary in Pollock, Louisiana. By now, McNair was in a federal prison with tighter restrictions. He was assigned to the prison's mailroom repair workshop, a job few inmates got. But he didn't waste the opportunity. Over months, McNair crafted a master plan. He would build a box large enough to fit inside, pad it with breathing holes, and camouflage it among outgoing mailbags. On the morning of April 5, he climbed inside the escape pod, now tucked inside a large pallet. The box was shrink-wrapped, loaded onto a forklift, and rolled out of the prison gates, completely undetected. By noon, McNair was out. Free. For the second time. But it gets stranger. Just a few hours after escaping, McNair was spotted jogging near railroad tracks by a local police officer. The officer stopped him for questioning. Here's the mind-blowing part, McNair stayed calm and friendly. He claimed he was a jogger staying at a local hotel and even gave the officer a fake name. Unbelievably, the officer let him go. Later dashcam footage of this exchange would go viral, with the media dubbing McNair the Houdini Killer. A massive manhunt was launched immediately. The FBI, U.S. Marshals, and state police across the country were on high alert. But McNair was always one step ahead. He used fake IDs, burner phones, and stolen vehicles. For 18 months, he roamed freely across the U.S. and even slipped into Canada. But McNair wasn't just hiding, he was taunting authorities. He sent letters to journalists, mocking the system. In one message, he wrote, "I'm still out here, and I'm watching you watch me." The press loved it. Americans were captivated by the story, some horrified, others oddly impressed. How could a convicted killer outsmart multiple prison systems? On October 24, 2007, McNair's run finally ended. In Campbellton, New Brunswick, Canada, a police officer noticed a suspicious man in a parked car with fake registration. The officer approached, and instantly recognized McNair from America's Most Wanted. He was arrested without resistance. When asked if he was Richard McNair, he smiled and said, "You got me. Nice job." He was extradited back to the United States, where authorities made sure he'd never get another chance. Today, Richard Lee McNair is locked inside ADX Florence, the highest security federal prison in the U.S., nicknamed the Alcatraz of the Rockies. It's the same facility that houses El Chapo, the Unabomber, and 9/11 conspirator Zacarias Moussaoui. McNair is in solitary confinement. 23 hours a day. He hasn't attempted an escape since. But his case remains legendary. Not for the murder, but for the sheer audacity and genius of his escapes. Some say he was a criminal mastermind. Others say he exploited a broken system. But everyone agrees, he embarrassed law enforcement on a national scale, twice. What do you think? Was Richard Lee McNair a genius, or just lucky? Was it a system failure, or a wake-up call? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more chilling true crime stories like this, subscribe now, and hit the bell so you never miss a mystery.